Hey project people, today I'm going to show you how we keep track of the seeds in our seed bank. Ashley and I were trying to figure out a good way to catalog our stash of seeds, but we just didn't like many of the options we were finding out there on some of the different sites on how to save seeds and how to store them and whatnot, or really how to catalog them, until I remembered this free software called Trello.com. I use this every day in my 9-to-5 job, and I love it. It's organizational software, and it just kind of clicked that, hey, this would be perfect. It's really made for, it's built for project management collaborations. Just a little bit about it here. If you get to your account and log in, again, it's free. You can use your Google account to log in with. This welcome board kind of shows you all the ins and outs of how it works. And it really is pretty simple once you start using it and playing around with it. These pages here are called boards, and on the board you've got these different lists. You can add as many lists as you want, and on a list are cards, and there's lots of different things that you can do with these cards. Including putting checklists onto. You can add checklists, due dates, attach files, move them around, subscribe to them, add people to them, other people with Trello that are also using Trello. So lots of pretty awesome features, and they do a lot of updates pretty regularly. So I'd say over the last year since I've been using this, they've done 3 or 4 really solid updates, and there's been something that I've liked within those updates that have helped me out, and I've kind of incorporated those. So I've been working on this for the last couple of weeks in my spare time, if there is such a thing. Just kind of got this together finally with everything that we already have currently in our seed banks. It's late January, so we've been hitting up the seed catalogs, getting ready for spring. It's going to come around the corner quicker than you know it. So got this together now. I'm sure Ashley's excited that I'm getting this project done, so I can get all those seeds in a big old box of seeds strung out all over the kitchen counter the last couple of weeks. Sorry about that, honey. So anyway, let me show you how it works. So again, we've got all these lists within our board. This whole thing's a board. And so you can add anything to name individual lists as you want it, and add anything you want to it. So I've got a list of cherry tomatoes here, for instance. And what I've done is I've actually added the date that the seed packet was packed for, the year it was packed for. I've also actually been, since I got to these cherry tomatoes and further on down the road, I started putting where we got those seeds from, whether it be Baker Creek or D. Landreth, whatnot. Not sure why. I might want to know that later. And if you guys have suggestions on what else I need to be putting on this for the catalog, we're pretty relatively new gardeners here, so I don't know what I might want to know later. But certainly saving seeds is something we're going to try to do this year, and so we will take down any notes about these seeds we're saving as the season progresses. So I've copied in a picture of them. I'm a very visual learner, that's just how I function. I need to see things, and I kind of process with picture real fast. So that's why I've uploaded the pictures to all these different vegetables, and once I type it in there, I can see a picture and tell you pretty much what it is and the details. I've also added the days to maturity behind all of these. This will help us out when starting our planting calendar. So just a quick reference guide, what it is, how many days of maturity. One thing I toyed around with, and what I probably should do, is somewhere type in the date that we should be planting it, or maybe I'll just put the date we do plant it. That's probably what to do. The date we actually plant, I'll type it in the comments there as a note. So let me go back to this move section here. Something pretty fun you can do is, so I've got this out of the seed catalog. I'm going to go ahead and move this to the 2014 garden section, to the to-do list. The position, there's only one because there's nothing else in that list. You'll see as I open that up. So it's been removed from this list here, and I will jump over to this board, and you can see it's popped over and populated over here. So instead of to do, doing, gone, let's say I want to name these something else, like, here we go, front yard bed number 1, front yard bed number 2. And so now you can see what I'm doing here is I'm starting to organize my plots. Back bed, so on and forth. You get the idea. And I can organize these. You're not going to actually get a plot where it's, east, west, north, south, east, west plot, but what goes where in the general sense you'll be able to establish that way. And your notes do carry over, so if I open that up, you can see everything I noted back on this card from the last board has remained. So that's real handy when, if you really want to progress with a seed variety and, save it from year after year and develop what you are going to make your own tomato. It's a good function here to keep up with that. Again, this software is free, by the way. I can't tell you how excited I am about this. So anyway, let's go back to the seed bank here, and let's say I also want to put some heirloom watermelon or radish in here. I'm going to go ahead and move seed bank to 2014 garden season, front bed, and see the second position's there now. It's an option, or I can move it to the top on that front one, or I can go ahead and just put it in the back bed, and that's disappeared now. And again, there it is. So I'm just kind of brushing the surface on how I'm going to use this, but you're starting to get the idea and how it applies to the garden season. So please let me know what you think. Leave some comments. Check us out at projectsaplenty.com. Thank you.
Good job.